Hi, Craig Sigel from Golf Shortcut Secrets here. I got an email recently that I want to answer for all of you, and here it goes. Hi, Craig. I'm wondering how effective the materials will be considering my current situation. I buried my wife a little over 10 years ago, and overnight I became a single parent of 2 handicapped children while trying to get a third through private school and then college. More recently, the care of an elderly parent was laid at my feet when he lost his spouse, my mother. I've burned through a half a dozen therapists with no real results. And during this time, the consensus has been that I'm clinically depressed and suffer PTSD. Shortly after the death of my wife, I took the game back up in an effort to validate my existence, simply because the stress of my current situation gives me no positive feedback or personal satisfaction. I can never do enough or be enough, and I have a boatload of people that do not hesitate to remind me of that. So with that bit of background, the opinion I seek and the question I ask is this. Do I need to rectify my current situation in order for your golf training to be most effective? Mike. Well, Mike, first off, I really sympathize with you. You've gone through multiple major life stressors that even just one of them could take a person down. And the quick answer to your question is a resounding no. You don't need to rectify your life or my work to help your golf game. But I want to do better than that for you. You know, it's totally awesome for me when I get emails from golfers worldwide telling me how their game has improved through my trainings. But I don't just want to lower golfers' scores. In fact, I would not take all this time to make all these videos and the years of writing posts and the technical headaches I go through daily to keep all of these websites functioning and working, unless I knew that I was making a difference in golfers' lives outside the course. That's what happened for me. That's what golf did for me, and that's what I want to do for golfers. You see, there's a little bit of personal development help in everything I've ever created. But my latest project, From Range to Course, has my highest level teachings that helps to change core beliefs at the unconscious level. Now, Mike mentioned I can never do enough or be enough as an example of a limiting belief that folks carry around with them their whole lives. It's like a ball and chain, and I get that. You see, I used to carry around I don't deserve and beliefs like I'm small so I don't count or I don't matter, and I carried that around for many years. And that's what held me back from scoring lower in golf, not my swing. And when I cleared that, my scores went down. I never changed my swing on the way to scoring in the 70s. And there's definitely hope for everyone out there to clear your interference patterns, your mental junk, and reprogram some values that are more in line with your purpose for living the rest of your life here on this planet. Now, it all starts with understanding and mastering emotions. And the biggest one you need to master is fear. You need to understand that fear is your biggest hang-up in golf and life. The reason you miss 3-foot putts in competition is fear. It's also why you can hit the ball great on the range and not on the course. Now, there's only 2 kinds of fear we experience as human beings. 1, physical harm or danger to the body. Yeah, that's a good reason to have fear. 2, fear of emotions. There's nothing else that we fear. Fear of physical harm to the body, that's a good thing. It keeps us safe. We're going to keep that. The fear of emotions is what really drives us daily and gets in our way. Why? Because we don't know how to deal with all those difficult emotions like boredom and sadness and guilt and loneliness and inadequacy, which in a word, we put it into stress. And I've been talking a lot about how stress is the problem with your golf game. And so we as humans, we all go about our lives trying everything we can to avoid difficult emotions at all costs. And so we fear them. But you can't. That's a failing strategy because you're going to feel bad at times no matter what, no matter how good you get at trying to push them all down. In fact, it's much more empowering and fear-destroying to instead master your emotions. And I go into a lot of detail in my program From Range to Course about that, because it's all about eliminating fear and mastering your emotions. And that's what Mike's dealing with here. I know he's gone through difficult issues, but there is a way out. Now I'm going to say something that I think is really profound, that sums up the basis for mastering your emotions and dealing with difficulties like Mike and owning your mental state. And all this will help you with your golf game for sure, but more importantly, your life. Now, here it is. Pain, physical and emotional, it's inevitable. It's going to happen. Suffering, that is optional. And suffering comes from resistance to what is. Or in other words, a resistance to reality. And it makes it so much easier to stop resisting reality when you live your life with a purpose or meaning. Read Viktor Frankl's book, Man's Search for Meaning, if you struggle with this concept. Because every day I work with athletes in my office and via phone and Skype all over the world to help them live this way, purposeful. That's the secret to performing to your potential. Now, if you're interested in working with me, that's great. Just reply to any email I send you, but that's not what this is about. My golf products will not only help you with your game, but they'll help you integrate your current reality with a perception about your reality that can work for you. And that's what will allow you to generate more good feelings, keep out the fear, and oops, your scores go down as a byproduct. That's what happened for me. That's what I want for you. Greens and fairways, I'm Craig Sigl, and your swing is good enough to go low.